Welcome to another edition of What You Own and Why You Own It. At Value Partners, we like to meet with the companies owned in our investment pools. As a group, our shareholders have traveled at their own expense to meet with CN Rail in Chicago, Ritchie Brothers Auctioneers in Richmond, BC, Cheesemaker Saputo in Montreal, Canadian National Resources in Fort McMurray, Home Capital Group in Toronto, and Johnson & Johnson in New York City. In June of 2013, the shareholders of Value Partners went back to school. They went to Hamburger University in Oak Brook, Illinois, to learn more about McDonald's business. McDonald's is the #1 food service provider in the world, employing 1.8 million people worldwide, serving 69 million customers a day. That's twice the population of Canada every single day. In order to better understand McDonald's, we have to go back, way back, to where it all began. In 1940, Dick and Mac McDonald opened McDonald's Barbecue in San Bernardino, California. 8 years later, McDonald's is founded. The menu is reduced to 9 items with the 15-cent hamburger as the focal point. In 1954, multi-mixer salesman Ray Kroc travels west to sell mixers to Dick and Mac when he has an epiphany and decides his future will be in hamburgers. In 1955, Ray opens his first location in Des Plaines, Illinois, and his total sales that day were $366.12. In 2012, system-wide sales were almost $70 billion, a record of growth that only a few companies have ever experienced. In 1967, McDonald's goes international and opens its first stores in Canada and Peru. The iconic Big Mac is introduced in 1968 and today sells 550 million units a year, followed by the Quarter Pounder and the Egg McMuffin. The Happy Meal debuts and salads follow.
Looks like somebody missed snack time.
More recently, the Snack Wrap and McCafe were introduced.
My me time is when everybody's taking shots at me.
Today, McDonald's operates more than 34,000 locations in 119 different countries, making it a truly global business. Looking behind the scene, we can see that 81% of McDonald's locations are operated by franchisees, with the remainder under corporate control. 68% of sales came from outside the U.S., and corporate revenues have grown from $17 billion in 2003 to $27 billion in 2012. McDonald's, the corporation, earns revenue from rent and royalties as a percentage of sales. Over the past 10 years, they have generated $231.9 billion in revenues, $177.4 billion in expenses, $54.5 billion in excess cash, reinvested $36.7 billion back into the business, and paid dividends of $17.8 billion. They initiated their dividend in 1976 and have been paying one ever since. Over the past 10 years, the dividend has grown from $504 million to $2,897 million. Here's the McDonald's you may know. Here's the McDonald's you may not know. Redesigned restaurants around the world. Catering to local tastes. In India, where many people don't eat beef, there's the potato patty McAloo, or the chicken Maharaja Mac and McCurry Pan.
McAloo tikki hai, sirf 25 rupees mein.
I'm loving it.
Creating new menu options in their test kitchens for kids that are fun and healthy. Working with farmers and fisheries to build sustainable practices. Finally, Ronald McDonald Houses welcome nearly 7,200 families of seriously ill children every single night, saving them approximately $250 million annually in hotel costs alone. McDonald's truly is a global business that has been rewarding shareholders for decades. We hope you've enjoyed this edition of What You Own and Why You Own It. We thank you for investing with Value Partners, where our money is invested alongside yours.